Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. The US $73 billion sports market is one of the largest in the world. The NFL's Super Bowl alone is worth $379 million, being the most valuable sports event in the US. It is also one of the biggest entertainment shows, gathering tens of thousands of spectators live, as well as millions of viewers behind the screen every year. The first game was created as part of a 1966 merger agreement between competing National Football League and American Football League to have their best teams compete for a championship. Ever since, this mega event has evolved into an unofficial American holiday, with viewing parties held in homes, taverns, and even military bases throughout the country and abroad. Super Bowl is one of the rare events that gets a flyover by a few of the most prime aircraft operated by the US military. Before the game starts every year, the US military performs a breathtaking flyover display. 3 of the most well-known bombers currently in use by the US military, including the B-2 Spirit, the B-1B Lancer, and the B-52 Stratofortress, were present during the 2021 Super Bowl flyover. It was intended for all 3 planes to take off from different places. Prior to the event, the flight plan and the rendezvous location for the bombers to congregate are thoroughly explained to the crews of each aircraft.
Normal. Normal.
With 604 heavy climbing team block 5.
The planes make a formation and arrive just as the final note of the national anthem is played. Hours of meticulous planning and rehearsal turn into only a few seconds, leaving an unforgettable excitement to the whole stadium. Performing such aerial stunts might seem really impressive, but it's also one of the most dangerous acts to accomplish. For this reason, the US Army has specialized teams trained and skilled at aerial formations and freefall jumps. One such group is the Golden Knights, which has been showcasing the US Army's abilities for nearly 60 years by performing in front of crowds at air shows, sporting events, and most recently, with high-profile tandem jumps. In their professional lives, each member of the Golden Knights tandem duo has made more than 2,000 free-fall parachute jumps. A large number of them have made more than 10,000 leaps. In support of Army recruiting objectives, 2 demonstration teams tour the nation doing aerial demonstrations at air shows and other occasions. Another team, regarded as sky legends in the air show business, is the US Navy SEAL Parachute Team, officially known as Leapfrogs. The team has existed since 1969 with the mission to demonstrate Navy excellence through the United States. Each team member has participated in real-world operations before volunteering to join the Leapfrogs. Following a 3-year commitment, they usually return to their operational units. Paratroopers are loaded into a cargo plane through the back cargo door. Once the plane has reached the altitude, they are signaled to leap from the open cargo ramp. Before every demonstration, they first do a streamer pass to help gauge wind speed and direction. Sometimes a smoke canister attached to one of the members' foot brackets is activated to perform an early burn. That would be ready-to-go signal for the team. The smoke canisters attached to the feet make it easier for Navy SEALs to be visible from a distance. The jumpers clear the stadium's outside edges before landing with great precision on the field. Performing these life-threatening aerial stunts requires extensive training. Paratroopers attend a 3-week basic airborne course to master the skill of parachuting. The first week of training trains soldiers to jump from platforms of varying heights into pits of sand or pebbles during training. This exercise is known as the Parachute Landing Fall, or PLF. The instructors continue to monitor the soldiers' movements and PLF technique while making corrections. The course's second week focuses on the jump towers. Soldiers utilize a 250-foot tower, a 34-foot tower, a swim landing trainer, and a suspended harness. In order to replicate mass exit training on how to escape an airplane while it's in flight, soldiers will become accustomed to the mock door trainer. Finally, it is during the last week when soldiers get to practice their new skills while jumping out of real aircraft in flight, which is either the C-130 or C-17 aircraft. The United States Air Force also conducts regular training to keep the skills of the paratroopers polished. The Panther Storm, a joint training exercise between the Air Mobility Command and the 82nd Airborne Division, is one example of such training. It enables a brigade combat team to carry out a joint forcible entry in support of ensuing large-scale combat operations. The C-17 is used in this training exercise to airdrop more than 1,660 personnel and 200,000 pounds of heavy vehicles, equipment, ammunition, and artillery into a fictitious remote location. This exercise validates the C-17 as the primary transport to rapidly project combat power. Military cargo aircraft have always shown its splendid capabilities when it comes to performing airdrop missions. For instance, in 2016, U.S. airmen at Joint Base Charleston executed an airdrop of 8 military Humvees from 5,000 feet. The vehicles were loaded onto the flight by airmen from the 18th Air Force at the base. The operation was performed using an exterior ramp, which was operated by a loading vehicle operator. The Humvees were strapped with belts and placed on individual pallets with cardboard packing between the ground clearance area of the vehicle and the pallet. Upon reaching the drop zone, pilots opened the cargo bay ramp at the rear. The vehicles drop several feet before their parachutes inflate. Although dumping Humvees from military aircraft can appear spectacular, moving these big trucks via military helicopters, such as the Chinook CH-47, is somewhat bizarre. The CH-47 is a 3-person crewed heavy-lift helicopter able to transport palletized cargo inside a Humvee. It is also possible to sling load the truck from the outside, using its 3 cargo hooks to provide stability. The CH-47 can fly large loads at a speed of up to 140 knots, thanks to its triple hook system, which also stabilizes the external load. Helicopters are critical to the U.S. military when it comes to airdropping personnel and supplies. U.S. Marine Corps, for example, use helicopter insertion techniques, such as fast roping, which involves dropping men at a target site. A thick rope is fastened to a bar on the aircraft's fuselage. The crew then mount the rope and descend to the ground while donning heavy, heat-resistant gloves. They are not fastened to the rope in this particular technique. The exercise is risky, with their hands and feet being the only safety in operation. Another exercise, called the Special Patrol Insertion and Extraction, or SPIE, is also carried out to quickly insert or withdraw a reconnaissance patrol from a location where a helicopter cannot land. Both waterborne operations and rugged terrain can benefit from the exercise. From a hovering helicopter, the rope is brought down into the pickup location. Each patrol member fastens to a D-ring installed in the rope while wearing a harness with a carbine attached. A second D-ring is situated above the first one, and it is connected to a second safety line. The helicopter ascends vertically until the troops and rope are free of any obstructions and moves forward to a secure insert zone. It is necessary to keep track of airspeed, altitudes, and oscillations, since the rope and people are viewed as an external load. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.